Here, I'll do it.
All right,
There you go.
a 12. Wow. Okay. So you guys are able to make it to Boulder's Gate now.
Oh, wow.
Because it's a breezy day and the waters are running fast in the Kayanther. You run into no problem. You do see a weird looking half like put together ship going the other way towards El Torel.
Hmm.
But other than that, you guys make it to Boulder's Gate and the famed city of blood. You guys, the sails are pulled up, and then actually the entire mast is pulled up and laid down forward as you guys go underneath the what's it called? The Baron's Hand, a large bridge that spans the Kayanther and heads south. As you pull into the harbor of Boulder's Gate, and as you guys come in, Boulder's Gate is a large city with crowded small roads and an odd smell to it as you get closer. The captain does say, "Oh, by the way, I got a message to you from uh, what's his name? The little half elf guy,
Leosin?
Leosin. Yeah. He says your best bet of getting hired is staying in the northern part of the city, outside the outer walls in what's called the Black City. There you'll probably find good work, but he does mention a contact that you guys could possibly look into. Mentions the name Aiklin Celeban. Spelled like.
We're gonna have to guess how that's spelled.
Oh no, that
Not what I had.
Yeah. Human
someone-
dude should be. Oh, it's not called the Black City. It's called the Black Gate. Should be in the northern part of the Black Gate. Well, good luck. Get off my boat.
All right.
Have a safe ride.
Try not to run into any hydras while you're out and about.
I'm hoping we don't. And with that, you guys make it into Boulder's Gate. Like I said, the city's crowded and rambunctious. You don't see any carts, any horses, any dogs, or anything in the inner city. It seems that they take Boulder's Gate is known to be a travel hub of sorts, but for some reason they don't allow any carts or anything in the inner city, and there's no roads that bypass or no roads that really bypass the city either. It seems that what they do is they take carts and boats here, unload their haul, and then run the haul through the city, and then reload it once they get to the other end.
Man, I would hate to be whoever is ever in charge of city planning in this place. It's like they accidentally built two cities on top of one another.
Yeah, there is the upper city where, all the rich people are. They literally look over the lower city where all the poor people are. And the lower you go, the poorer it gets.
What an interesting economic model.
well, I mean, most economies run on the backs of the poor. The
That's
poor
highly
are
controversial.
I mean, that's how capitalism works, I think.
Not wrong.
So we need to go north, and presumably we need to go there because that's where the goods reunite with their wagons.
Yeah, well, apparently the Black Gate is where we're best to find some work and find our way upstream.
Should we not look like ourselves before we go traipsing about in the Black Gate?
Is there any reason that we would need to disguise ourselves?
We did murder a lot of dragon people. Dragon cult.
I
Not
and
dragonborn. We didn't.
I believe one may have seen a face and lived to tell the tale.
And Professor Gryffindor, you did trance around the camp like a day before you met them,
I did.
kind of undisguised.
My only point being, do you think that these cultists would be in league with the forces that be here?
I wouldn't think they're in league, but in disguise here and just keeping an eye on the passers-by. If they're up to no good in the way that it seems they are, they would have eyes in most places.
Huh. Are they really that powerful? I mean, I know they've been up to no good, but you think that they've infiltrated Baldur's Gate to that degree?
To have a guy stand guard, just one man in a city, watching out is all they need. But if you guys feel comfortable, I'm not shy to show my face.
I'm sure that's not all you're not shy to show.
What are you insinuating?
My jacket changes to a very royal purple. My fashion, of course.
Yeah, clearly.
I must have misunderstood.
I'm happy to be disguised, but I think you're gonna have to do all the fashion designing. I've never had taste for it.
Yeah, I as well. I don't have much in the way of commoners' clothes at the moment.
Well, we could possibly purchase some clothes, and as far as disguises go, if you guys want me to help out with your makeup, I am more than happy to.
Oh, good. This is all I got. I'm not great at that.
How far can we stretch a disguising kit?
We each have one.
Pretty far.
Do we?
That's what we said. I think so.
Oh, we were
I
talking.
believe
That
you're
was.
Leo's
Getting on the boat.
Yeah.
I believe you're referring to the bag of holding.
Yeah, I think Mr. Froome gave us all at least one of us a disguising kit, right?
I
I
believe.
believe that we have enough for all of us to be in disguise, because, we've got some tieflings and a tall, super old elf man and a circus man.
And a black guy.
Yeah.
Silver Dragonborn.
All right,
Oh,
Ezra.
yeah.
Make me look 20 years younger.
We probably can't do it in the alley, though.
The alley of Boulder's Gate are dark and
That sounds dangerous.
could be easily lost.
Okay, we'll disguise ourselves one at a time, and the rest of us will watch out. Ezra, you are the one in charge of the designs.
Wonderful. First up, Professor, you two keep watch. I'll do my work. And
Alright.
I'm going to what do you describe your face currently? Or
Currently, it's a bit of a long face with an extended jaw, big pointy ears, tied back, blondish brown hair, a little bit sunken in the eyes from all the late nights in the books, but old even for an elf.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to just get rid of any wrinkles you have and give you find some nice trimmings to put a fake beard on you, and give you the bushiest eyebrows in the game.
Oh, I've never
Kinda
had a
looks like
beard
he has-
quite like this before.
Kind of looks like he has caterpillars just taped to his forehead.
Yes. Excellent.
Yeah, I think if you throw on a cloak or something and walk around like that, I don't think anyone would recognize you.
I feel younger already. Thank you, Ezra.
Next.
I'm imagining that you look like one of those magnetic, it's like the dude, and you use the magnet pen to move the metal shavings around to get in
Yep.
the beards and eyebrows. That's what I'm imagining. Leoric, you want to go or you want me to go?
I'll go, and I'll
Okay.
walk back to Ezra and Well, I've had these travel clothes on for long enough, but I've been carrying around this pouch of what I've had for a while, and it's a pouch with a bunch of like aristocratic clothing. I think it's like what, fine clothing or something like that.
Ooh, yeah.
Will this help?
He doesn't say a word. He just makes a really excited face, and, like starts looking through the clothing and like telling you to try bits and pieces on. Do you have facial hair currently?
I do, yeah. It's kind of like a full beard, but relatively well kept, kind of with a goatee style.
I nod and look it over. How about, and I give you a nice unibrow going on, and
Okay.
scratch my face a little more, and try and make a giant scar just down
Ooh,
the
a
center
prophetic
out of
scar.
makeup.
Wait, so I guess I got the scar before I got the unibrow.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Ezra, if someone asks me how I got the scar, what do I tell them?
Oh, that's the fun. Yeah, yeah. Oh, if you want me to help out, I would say, wait, oh, what do you, Hydras ran
How,
into trouble coming to town.
do hydras have claws? Do they?
You know, I
How
don't
useful
know.
do they? Okay, I'll make something up.
Perfect. Henny.
Yeah, I'm coming. Okay.
All right. Tiefling. I'm like looking at the horn. What to do? What to do?
I'm not exactly low key.
Not exactly. But I'm sure we can find a way to make it work. And I'm like going through stuff. I try and like put a sock over a horn for a second to see if that way not quite. Um, how about and I just tie your hair up like a little so it just looks shorter and give you a nice like clean mustache and just a little more pronounced features. Uh, it might. I think this would work, and if you want to gruff it up a little, it could sell as a. I think this will do.
I don't really know how to do that.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Well, we're in a. If you go into the alleyway, that won't be too hard of a task. I'm sure they got some garbage cans back there.
I I turn around and start just applying. I give myself a just really like full, like almost dwarven beard, and just change my clothes to something a bit less pronounced, just kind of like a regular brownish cloak, and turn around and one last little mole on the cheek. I'd say we're ready to go.
Quite the theater troupe, frankly.
All right.
You give my old caravan a run for their money.
You know, with the scar, if anybody asks, you could simply say, you know, oh, you got caught in a fight in a dragon cultist lair, and, and you had to fight some kobolds. You know, that would be a very convincing story.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even feel like lying because that's basically what just happened. I got electrocuted back then. Did you see that?
Yeah, you got a face full of lightning.
It came out of a thing's mouth. That's crazy.
I'm sure that'll fill up a nice page in your book.
Absolutely. More than that. All right.
Please,
The Black
dissertation.
All right. With your disguises in tow, I would say with this you'd probably have a an advantage when doing deception checks when someone is trying to discern your identity. But with your disguises now complete, you guys make your way to the Black Gate district. It's easy enough to make. It's the northernmost gate of the Baldur's Gate. Getting there is uneventful. You just see the city go by very quickly. Cramped streets, a lot of people hawking their wares, until you get to the Black Gate district, where hard stone buildings give way to tents. A lot of tents in this area. Like people have been buying and selling wagons when they get in here. It seems that the wagon trade, the same wagons that people sell come in from the north, people buy to go to the north. And then, can someone give me a perception check real quick?
I think I'm pretty good at perception. I have a +6 to perception. Natural 20.
Oh,
Done.
While traveling through Boulder's Gate, you notice that there's a group, just a group of people that seem to stand out. Gryffindor, I'm gonna say, since you mainly hang out in Candlekeep, and Candlekeep's like a couple 100 miles south of Boulder's Gate, you've been to Boulder's Gate before. A lot of the rich and rich and powerful here take palisades. No, what are those things called?
Palisades.
The litters where they're like held up off of the.
Yeah, like they're held up by people on their shoulders
Oh.
in these big
Palanquin?
chairs with palanquin. You see this one palanquin that's decorated with a lot of gold trim and 5 colors that seem to stand out: black, white, blue, red, and green. 5 colors of chromatic dragons. And not only that, but you see the curtain flutter open, and inside you see a black half dragon. Just for a moment, and then the curtains, and then she closes the curtains again. You're able to follow her through the black gate, where you notice that she quickly commands several of her followers to stay here, and can't really get too close. You don't get a whole lot of the details, but she says, "Stay here, get all the materials, head north."
So as she's talking to them, well, when I start following, I'll whisper to the party and let them know, "Hey, I think we have our men just over there."
Wait, how can you tell?
Notice
Well-
the coloration of their assortment.
Okay. And what does that mean?
The colors of the chromatic dragons. And inside, if you look through the curtains, you'll notice that there's a dark-looking individual who looks something of a dragonborn.
Oh my. Okay, so we have a lead.
Now, the question is-
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
go ahead.
Which means that I can read lips. Would that, as long as I can see their mouths, do I glean anything else that might be helpful?
Well, she's right now got a cloak like over most of her face except for her mouth, which is easy enough to see. All she says is, "Head north, wait for the materials. I'll be with you I will be at our destination." And then she hops onto a horse, along with what looks like to be a contingent of guards, and books it north
So,
along the.
while they were talking, and I was talking to the party, I was going to ask, do we want to be proactive, or do we want to be a little less noticeable?
I don't really know if this voice is working, Ezra. But I think that this is a situation in which if we want to get hired, we should present ourselves like a mercenary troop who wants to get hired. And you don't get hired by sitting on your butt.
I immediately
What are you
pull out a
insinuating?
small butter knife.
A small butter knife.
Yeah, it's like not even a sharp knife. It's just like maybe for eating and shaving, and it's like, all right, I'm ready. And I have my scar.
Okay, I'm gonna
Menacing.
tell everyone, hide yourselves for a moment as I get behind like a building, and as he's getting on the horse, I'm gonna turn the corner and try to stealthily cast Enemies Abound on him. On the Black
Oh.
Dragon. It's a DC 14 intelligence save.
Okay, hold on. I need to find Resmir's. character block. I did not have it. What's the
goodness.
range?
It's 120 feet.
20 feet. Enemies abound. DC 14.
Oh,
All
goodness.
right. Can you give me a stealth check real quick first?
It's not a high DC check, which makes me a little sad, but
yeah,
we're
but
gonna
it's
go
also
for it.
gotta- Okay. So you're able to sneak up next to her within 120 feet without being seen too much. Let me get her resume.
I'm gonna jot it down.
She failed, but she is going to burn a legendary resistance to resist the spell.
Fuck!
Oh.
So how does it work if I wanted to cast it again?
Well, I would say she pops her head up and then books it even farther on the horse. By the time that you can cast it again, she is way outside your range.
Damn. Fuck.
Professor, what happened? Did it not work?
I felt it work. It worked, but something happened. Something released her from my illusion. Was Resmir a man or a woman?
Resmir's a woman.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So is it back to Plane A? We try to find some work that'll get us up north.
Most intriguing. I think
Shall
so. We had our opportunity, we missed it.
Give a little demonstration for these fine folks who may wish to hire us?
Wait a minute. You're onto something, Ezra, because we don't know specifically where they're going, do we? We only know that they're going north. Should we apprehend one of these men, maybe they'd know where to go.
Oh, collect some information?
Ask them to hire us to go with their caravan.
Oh.
To hire us, that would take quite the persuasion, considering...
I just point at Ezra.
I mean, who doesn't want bodyguards? And who better than Hanky, the mighty warrior, and Leo Ron, the mighty barbarian. And
Maybe Leoric, maybe you're more convincing?
Well, I have been told I have a bit of a silver tongue.
That sounds better.
I
I
pull
don't
out.
know if we want to go full drama. I don't
I-
really want to go full drama school.
I put my hands out and pull out one of my daggers. I'll just look menacing then.
It's slowly put away my much smaller, kitchen knife.
All right. You just now that you actually guys noticed that there's a group like between on the main road heading north through this group of tents. You see many mercenaries, not necessarily prostrating themselves, but showing themselves off. Like there's this shirtless Goliath who's just flexing. He's wearing a sign that says 5 gold per 10 day, and he just does flexing moves to try to get as many people to notice him as possible.
Per 10
Everyone
day.
can give me either a persuasion check or an athletics check to see if they could get hired.
I am not qualified.
May I do some gymnastics and use acrobatics
Yes, you
as
can.
opposed to athletics? Okay. I
Wait,
would
what?
like to.
Go ahead, sorry.
I would like to do like one-armed handstand and like into a flip kind of a thing.
Okay.
And Professor, which would you feel better at? Oration or showing off? What's your strong suit?
I did do gymnastics when I was a young lad.
Oh god.
Oh,
I might
well,
still have some of that.
say, play to your strengths. And I will cast, let's see here, enhance abilities onto the wizard.
Does that only work on things that have proficiency, or is that anything?
You touch a creature and bestow upon it a magical enhancement, and I can choose one of the following effects. So, since you said you did gymnastics, I'm giving you Cat's Grace, which gives you advantage on dexterity checks.
Oh.
It also, you don't take damage from falling 20 feet or less. So.
Okay.
You also gain 6 temporary HP.
As you bestow that magic on me, I go, I feel much more spry, and I'm gonna try to do like a cartwheel into a somersault toward the guy. Wait for a 22, and I get to roll again. Yeah, 22.
All right, 22. You do like a back handspring into a cartwheel, and then from the cartwheel, just bound yourself into the air and do a quadruple backflip for landing. And then you realize how old you are. You go, oh.
Oh, my back! I'm like Yoda, walking around with a cane until I need to do shit.
This guy never ceases to amaze me. So I'll probably roll persuasion, try to, convince the crowd that this scar is the result of fighting a Hydra, one-on-one.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
10.
8. 10 is my total?
Yeah.
Okay, so this neat thing happens when I roll less than 10, is that it counts as a 10, so that's an 18.
Oh, you have a reliable talent. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, so an 18. 18's good. You go into the story about how you and your companions felled this mighty Hydra, whereas you cut its neck, 2 more would take its place.
With this tiny knife.
With this tiny knife. But you were able to fell it as it died with its as it lay there with its dying breath, and imbued this butter knife with its ability to grow more heads.
Every time I break this knife, 2 more blades come out.
That's a good one. And then
could I do sleight of hand and just like really fast, like have my dagger out and just be going in between my fingers and eventually just start doing it with telekinesis?
Ooh.
yeah. All right, you're able to easily enough. You have your dagger in your hand. You're flipping it nonchalantly, and then it just disappears. But then it floats to the left, to the side of your head, and then does several spins back into your hand. And with all of you showing off, one man, or I have yet to fuck it, this guy. Nope, that's a terrible name, and I can't pronounce it. I have so many things I can choose here. Here, a small gold dwarf with a giant blonde beard, blonde hair, and golden eyes. A sunburnt face too. This guy walks up to one of you, goes, "That's impressive showmanship. I like the cut of your jib, boy. How about I hire y'all as my bodyguards?"
Bodyguards.
Yeah. We'll be going probably when those guys go. And he points to where you guys see a bunch of the cultists loading up boxes onto their carts. And he goes, "I'm going when those guys are going, because they look like they can handle themselves in a fight. But if you guys can do what he," and he points to Leoric, "when he says you guys can do, then you guys are gonna be indispensable. My name is Lai Agneston, spelled like this."
Nice to meet you, Lai. I am not a professor. I do not have a PhD.
Okay, that's a weird thing to mention. I am also not a. I'm also not Duke of Baldur's Gate.
Nice to meet you, not Duke of Baldur's Gate.
Insight check.
All right. Oh, a 21. He is definitely he's not Duke Ravenguard. So yeah, he's not the Duke of Baldur's Gate. So, but he does smell a lot. Like really smells a lot of cooking oils and perfumes and all this other stuff. And he goes, you see like a series of bottles like around him.
Are you one of those celebrity chefs?
No, but I do sell a bunch of oils and perfumes.
Is that the kind of thing that a person would need bodyguards for?
No, but as we're traveling north, I believe. Do you guys know what's directly north of Baldur's Gate?
The Fields of the Dead.
Oh yeah, the Fields of the Dead. Exactly. He touches his nose and points at you. He goes, "The Fields of the Dead have been known to have taken a lot of life in their time, both in wars and in times of peace, since monsters roam those lands. And undead and monsters."
Well, it's a good thing you have an experienced combat specialist such as myself on your team, frankly, sir.
Good. So, about your pay, I'm willing to give each of you 10 gold per, let's say, 5 days. What do you say?
So 2 gold a day.
2 gold a day.
10 gold every 3 days.
No, it's 10 gold every 5 days.
This is what's called negotiation.
Oh, you're trying to negotiate. Well, can you give me a persuasion check?
How'd it go?
Nope.
Sorry, girlie, that's a little too expensive for my taste, but my offer still is on the table. 10 gold per 5 days. It'll take us 40 days to get to. I'm planning to travel into Waterdeep. It'll take us about 20 days to get there, and once we get there, I'm planning to go even further to Neverwinter.
What's the total amount of gold for those days?
I would say per 5 days, 40 days of travel. 10 gold is someone do math for me, please. My brain is not working right now.
20 gold, maybe.
Yeah, 20 gold. That's a good investment.
20.
Yeah, I'm down.
How about you throw in an extra 40 if by the end you can say that we saved your life? If you can't say that honestly, you don't have to pay us more. Call it life
40
insurance.
gold, and yeah, you could save my. I get to say you saved my life.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just a tip.
All right. I like that. I'm a betting man.
The tip of life saving.
All right. Well, so 40 gold if you save my life from anything.
Yes. That's all.
Okay. And with that, you guys have secured your liaison to travel north. It takes a better part of the day to really get all the caravans set up. There's you guys have noticed that the cultists have spread themselves throughout the caravan. They're all not in one spot. They're like there's 2 in the front. They have about, hold on, I have to roll something. What did that roll? 6. Holy shit. There are 9 cultist wagons.
Okay.
3 in the front, 3 in the middle, and 3 in the back. You guys, I'm going to say, are like somewhere in like the back middle area.
Yeah, DM, I would like to spend some of this preparation time, I think about 10 minutes of it, ritual casting comprehend languages,
Okay.
so that I might have that available for the first hour at least
Uh,
of the trek.
All right. Well, that's you are able to like pull out several things to do your ritual with. What does your ritual look like? In case you want to flavor it.
Sure. It's actually a single book that I open and uh, I read certain passages from it. If anyone were to look at the words themselves, they would probably look like gibberish, but somehow this incantation, read for about 10 minutes, gives me the ability to comprehend what I previously could not.
Okay. All right. And with that, you now know several all the languages that has ever been read or spoken.
Oh,
You hear though just a name chatter and like just a series of tieflings that talk in Infernal. They just go like, fuck, it's been hot today," or some things like that. But every once in a while, you'll pick up Draconic, and it'll say, "Careful, you fool! Do not drop that. That's for the Grand Tiamat." And it's you'll see like a few cultists, though they are wearing normal clothes. They don't. By speaking Draconic, they kind of like oust themselves. One seems to have dropped a box, and you see it spill just a little bit of what looks like to be gold pieces before he shovels them back into the box and puts the box onto the cart. And about 10 minutes later, the caravan is off. So I'd say you guys left about midday, right after lunch, and can make around 80 to 120 miles a day. Now, for the first day, every day you guys are going to roll a d20. On 16 or higher, something happens. On everything else, 15 or lower, nothing happens. You've had a good day. Let's go with the first d20 of the trek.
I'll roll it. I've been rolling very poorly. Maybe I'll roll a 1. No, of course not.
You guys get to about there. Before, can somebody roll me a d12?
All right, Leork, it's your turn.
5. Leoric, do you have something that you really like on your character? Something that's kind of precious to you, but I guess I could just peek at your inventory real quick.
sure. Like a personal thing that he really likes, or something that's relatively powerful?
Never leave your coin purse loose in Baldur's Gate.
It's probably something personal that'd be better.
Sure. Well, I think that I've been holding on to this book, the same thing that I used to ritual cast, uh, that that spell, comprehend languages, and it might have some content which he finds personal.
Okay. You see this grubby-looking halfling, with hair coming out of his ears, and he's balding, so he doesn't look like he has much, but he's really fat. And he sees your book and goes, "That's a fancy book you got there. You mind if I buy it from you? I'll give you a good price for it."
Buy a book?
Yeah, yeah.
I apologize. I mean, this book is full of gibberish, and I kind of open it and I flip through some of the pages, and unless they know abyssal or celestial, it means a bunch of nothing.
I'm sure I could find somebody who'd want to read it, but look, I offer you, let's say 30 gold for it.
Well, I appreciate the sentiment. I mean, it is a pretty cool book, but this is a keepsake from my parents. So, I mean, selling it's kind of one of those priceless kind of things. You know what I mean?
Look, I understand, and this continues on and on throughout the day as you guys are walking next to your cart. This halfling keeps pestering you over the book, either increasing his price or decreasing it as he sees fit. He really wants that book. About now is when you guys are settling down for the night, and he tries one more time. Look, buddy, I'll give you 150 gold for that book.
I have never met anyone as persistent as you are in terms of selling. One of those wear you down kind of styles, huh?
Yeah,
What do you want with this book anyway?
I just think it's pretty neat.
And
Insight check.
ah,
Give me an insight.
7.
He really wants that book.
um, I actually would like to do an insight check,
All right.
if you don't mind. Roll it.
Ooh.
Okay, you could see that he doesn't really have other motives other than get that book at all costs, and it almost seems like something magical. You see like this gleam in his eyes for just a split second
Hmm.
has overtaken him.
Sure. I'm going to cast suggestion on him,
Hmm.
if you don't mind.
All right, I need to pull up a commoner's thing. I doubt he's going to. What's your DC? DC 18. Yeah, he'd have to roll 19 or 18, 19 or 20. All right, 1 second. And he rolled a 15. So he'll his eyes will go wide and what are you going to tell him to do?
We're not too far from Baldur's Gate. We just left. If you leave now, I bet you can walk all the way back and find a book just like it.
I bet if I leave now, I can walk all the way back and find a book just like it.
Good luck.
All right. And
He's
then
gonna die.
he goes away.
And I put my book back into my backpack.
You have a bag of holding, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's say you store it in your bag of holding.
Okay.
Leoric, did you just tell that guy to fuck off?
Oh, what? Oh no. He really likes books. There's some libraries back in Baldur's Gate.
He's lucky he was talking to you, because if he was talking to me, I would have given him a right wallop for bothering me all day.
I actually believe it after I saw what you did to those dragon people. I mean,
Don't underestimate these. I'll throw these hands, young man.
That sounds so dangerous. Do I have to keep doing this voice?
I think as long as it's just us, you're fine. We know who the cultists are here, I think.
Okay.
You guys pull off on the road. Everybody seems to just pull off onto the side of the road, build their own camps. You guys don't see any of the cultists leaving their carts, or even their cart seems to be in the center, and they makeshift their tent to be onto the cart as well.
Hmm.
Something that can't really be accessed very easily. But as you guys sleep into the middle of the night, Leoric, can you give me a real quick perception check?
okay.
I do. Real quick.
I'm rolling okay tonight.
In middle of the night, you feel a hand reach into your bag of holding. quite easy. They seem to have tripped like almost over you to get into it. And you wake up and you see like not that same halfling, but a half elf with he's like got his tongue out and he's sticking his hand into your bag of holding.
I assume I wake up
Yeah.
and I say, "Excuse, can I help you?"
He takes his hand out. No. Whoa, no. I was just looking.
Looking for what? Those
We
are my
are still
things.
carrying the Black Dragon. And no Call of Duty music
any
tonight.
books?
We're doing D&D, so I'm gonna stick it to.
I
I'm gonna stick
cast
to
command.
tavern music.
Okay. You cast command. What's your DC? Still
18.
18. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wisdom. He rolled a 16. What's the command?
It's approach. And
Approach. He stops,
So he
turns around, and then steps all the way up to you, and he goes, "What the fuck am I doing? Why am I doing this?"
And I kind of call, "Hey, Ezra, can you help me out here, man?"
I like rub my eyes, kind of like waking up. What's Oh, you made a friend.
We'll see. This guy was digging through my stuff. Can you see if there's anything on him?
My face kind of drops. I see. And I walk up and I kind of like whisper in the ears. I don't like it when people mess with my friends, so don't lie to me. And I just
And-
start checking his like person for anything dangerous or anything.
And can I check my bag of holding to see if everything is still there that I put them? So I will
You
do
can,
that.
Ezra, you easily see that immediately. Leoric's coin purse is on this guy's belt, along with other coin purses that you don't see, but they're all mismatched and not of the same coin purse, or of the same make. And he
Nice.
also has a jacket with a lot of pockets, and he has like mostly are filled with random items like a quill in one pocket, an ink pot in the other. Maybe every once in a while you'll find like a feather for some reason.
I kind of like examine the random things. I take Leoric's purse and toss it to him. And I look at the man. I don't judge people on their trades, but this caravan, those people in it, and the fine folk of this cart are off limits for you. And then I lean a little closer. But if you're interested in making up for this a little bit, I know some pockets that might need picking and that might have a little bit of gold for you to find. And I start pointing out cultist like carts. I've seen them drop gold,
So,
and I imagine they have more.
oh, so you don't want me to pick your caravan? Cool. You
That's
want me to
all I
pick their
ask.
caravan.
Yeah, don't take
Alright.
from people who have less than you. And I don't think those people have less than any of us.
I jingle the pouch. Like, it's literally just 12 gold, man.
Oh, and sticky fingers. Also, I like when I get the itch. It's just I can't
I get it.
help myself.
I understand, but do try and do it with a little more justification.
Right. Yeah. Maybe I'll try them tomorrow.
I will try and take a single gold out of one of his pockets or one of the other purses he had on him.
All right, give me a sleight of hand check. All right. Simple enough. He doesn't notice you reach into one of his pockets and pull out a coin and pocket it yourself.
Yeah, I give the coin. I give the coin to him. Remember what I said, and just put it back in his pocket and wink at him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will. He winks back and he goes, I gotta get back to my own caravan. Probably should get some sleep for the night. I'm gonna try to hit him tomorrow.
Have a good night.
And I kind of dust my hands and smile at Leoric.
Yeah,
What?
I kind of go to give him a little fist bump. Appreciate the assist, brother.
Of course, anytime.
I always forget that you guys have like weird magic stuff you can do. That's not how that encounter was supposed to go, but hey.
You're supposed to get shanked.
No, what was supposed to happen is that NPC that persists throughout the day, your book was supposed to disappear overnight, but and then you'd go and bother that NPC who ends up he didn't take the book, someone else did.
Oh.
Mm.
Well, now he's back to Baldur's Gate.
Yep.
Or as long as he can get 8 hours walking on his feet.
Yeah, yeah. And then there goes that encounter, and that encounter is replaced with a deadly encounter. Cool.
What?
Don't roll a 5 on a d12. The morning comes, you guys get a long rest. Nothing else of a import happens. Can somebody roll me another d20 to see what will happen today?
I will.
15. Nothing really of import happens. You guys are able to make it about 80 miles.
Ezra, will you teach me to juggle?
Oh. I just start taking out various objects and juggling them. All right. So basically, what you do is I stop. Well, one object floats in the air. All the other objects drop to the ground for a second. I pick up 3. You hold 2 in one hand, and I give you two things. It's just various clutter from my pockets, and you hold them in one hand. And what you have to do is you have to practice throwing one up and catching and throwing the other. And once you have it down with one hand, you can add the other one. And I take out another ball and start juggling 3. After you master the single hand, I'll give you another. I poke through like my pockets and like just find a piece of crumpled up paper. I'll find something else for you.
Is that a performance check? I don't know what that check that is.
Performance or sleight of hand, I'd imagine.
I'd imagine it's
Acrobatics.
Henny, if you want to give me a performance check to see how good you do after seeing him.
As you might have guessed, my charisma's not very high.
You kind of stumble through it, drop everything a couple of times, and then just pick it up and try harder. Is like, if you could keep at it, you may get better.
Okay.
Sorry, I've never been a good teacher due to the whole I magic one of the balls up that she drops back into her hand. I've always just been more naturally gifted with this sort of thing, and it's tough to explain to others.
All right. Around the waning part of the day, Quentin, you noticed one of the cultists seems to be looking at you, and when he sees that you're looking back at him, he looks away. It seems like wherever you go, this guy's just looking at you, almost like he's trying to figure out who you are. And can you give me a deception check with advantage? Since you're disguised.
Deception. That is 21.
21. Damn, you're rolling well.
Thank God.
+2.
You see him strain for the life of him, but he can't figure it out. Oh, and then he just goes back to what he was doing for the rest of the day, and then nothing else happens. Another day goes by, or another night goes by. It's now day again. Can somebody give me a d20 for the events of the day to happen?
Oops, I accidentally pressed a button. Oh.
Are you going invisible?
No, I'm not going invisible. No, I'm not going invisible. I'm going to take that spell slot back.
Okay.
You wanted a d20.
Yes, the d20, please.
That's a 4.
That's a 4. Unfortunately, you guys can only make it 30 miles today.
Unfortunate.
It seems like a downpour just suddenly comes out of nowhere. Rain and mud makes it harder for the wagons and oxen to pull the heavy tolls upon their backs. And then you get into the troll claws. About a mile in, there's a sudden like rock slide that gets a large boulder in your way, and you have to push it out of the way. It takes hours of grueling, back-breaking work. And then by the time you're done, the day's pretty much over.
Jeez.
Yeah, I imagine you didn't think there would be this much discomfort in adventuring, huh, Yorick?
Well, I mean, it's not the first time that I've been with an adventuring group. And the other 2 times, all the adventurers died. So I imagine that there was some discomfort.
Are you bad luck?
Me? Bad luck? No, that's like a superstition, like with cats and stuff and ladders. That's not real.
Ladders.
I just mean, like, if everybody around you keeps dying,
Hi,
isn't the
Scrowax.
problem you?
Hi, gamer.
Well, think of it this way: we haven't died yet. I mean, you haven't died yet,
No, not yet.
and we had a perfectly good opportunity to die like a few weeks back. So, I mean, if it hasn't happened yet,
I guess that means you're good luck.
I'd like to think I'm neutral luck.
It's okay, I'm a scientist, I don't believe in luck.
What do you believe in, Professor?
I believe in the things like the water cycle and and dragons. Rocks. I believe in rocks. Have you heard of geology? I took a course in that once.
If
Can you
we're
tell us
doing
anything?
logic- Oh, I think he probably killed them. Did you kill them?
Me? Did I kill them? It'd be really hard to kill someone when I don't have any weapons. I mean, unless you mean
I don't
this.
think Leor. I like back off like I'm really skittish now. I don't think you would kill anyone. I'm just slowly kind of like backing away a little bit.
Insight check.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm not insight checking.
Oh, go ahead.
My goodness. Although I will be occupying myself in on the road of my historical knowledge of the field of the dead and troll claws. Should we have run into trouble with undead here? What is this area like?
Give me a history check.
That's a nat one.
All you know is that the field of the dead is called so because so many wars have been fought here. It's just a flat, not even a flat field. It's a field of rolling hills and fields that just seem to go on for days on end. And every once in a while, when you guys pass by something, you can see old rusted spears and siege equipment and all this other stuff that just seems to have been lost to time.
I've heard the general history of this place, but I really don't know what to expect up ahead.
Trolls?
Well, the Troll Hills, I think, speaks for itself. Troll Claws, but once we get to Dragon Spear...
Dragon spears, then, right?
I don't know if they'll literally have dragon spears.
Oh, wait, aren't you supposed to be the dragon guy? Don't you know all the cool dragon stuff?
Well, I've studied them. Dragon Spear is a city. Would I know Dragon Spear?
Dragon Spear. Do I have anything on Dragon Spear? Hold on.
Is the name just a red herring?
The name could just be a red herring. I don't really have anything on Dragon Spear. Wow. Thanks, game, for not telling me anything about the cities that people can go through. Uh, to Google.
I keep practicing juggling. Poorly. I keep trying, though. I'm acrobat. I should be able to do this. I'm fairly dexterous.
Every now and then, whenever I'm like kind of taking notice. Whenever you kind of start giving up, I just a little bit telekinesis, one or two for you to get it going. And if you look over, I'm like.
If you could give me a another history check for Dragon Spear.
How about a natural 20?
Oh,
Fuck, from a natural 1 to a natural 20.
let's just
Here's-
read the Wikipedia page.
Yeah, I'm just gonna read it. The Castle of Dragon Spear was built in 1255 DR by Daros Dragon Spear around the lair of his ally Halathata, who sounds like a dragon. Halatathlair. Yeah, that's a dragon's name. It's Dragon Spear has always been a contentious point between Neverwinter and fuck, what is it called? Hold on, you guys are looking at the map. I'm not right now. I'm setting up other maps because I'm trying to kill you.
In Baldur's Gate?
No, it's always been a contentious point between Waterdeep and Baldur's Gate because in previous, what's the word? I don't want to use presidencies because that's not the right word. In previous regions of both Baldur's Gate and Waterdeep, they have continually fought over Dragon Spear, sometimes literally, in various
Oh,
wars.
it's like coveted land.
Yes, it's said that Dragon Spear
Strategical.
is it's right next to the Troll Hills, which are a great area for iron and steel making.
Mm. Yes, that was all in my voice.
I fell
Color me
asleep.
impressed.
Though other than that,
Sounds like it has nothing to do with dragons.
back to the map I was making.
Just gonna scratch out the name on the map and write Palestine.
West Bank.
I mean, you did know that the Dragon Spear is named because it used to be the lair of a dragon.
Oh.
It might still be the lair of a dragon.
Well, you know, in Dragonspear we could stop. There's a tourist attraction there, you know, where adventurers go and look to see if there's a dragon lair.
I mean, we are tracking a dragon cult. Do you think that they have a little foothold in Dragon Sphere?
Well, would that dragon be chromatic or metallic?
It's said to be metallic.
Unlikely. Metallic dragons are the enemy of these cultists.
Noted.
And as you guys drift off to sleep,
BT dubs, I'm an elf and I meditate instead of sleep.
yeah, you can meditate for 4 hours instead of sleep. I know that, but around like a couple hours into your meditation, can everybody give me a perception check?
Oh,
Henny's too busy.
Henny, you're having like the most amazing dream about how you're nailing this juggling thing. But Leoric, I'm gonna guess you're just a light sleeper because you're asleep and then you hear a tree snap, and your eyes are just awake. And his person's Everybody's fucking asleep because it's like
This professor is like 270 years old.
It's like
Sure.
sometime in the night. Give me a second. Still setting up the map.
Cool.
I speak in halfling in my sleep. And sort of twitch a little bit like a dog.
And now I have to pull you guys to the map. Here it is.
Uh,
Oh no.
Oh,
Now, I was
Wow.
gonna say you guys have been sleeping in this tent, maybe, I don't know, as an entire thing, but then you hear that tree snap, and you hear it, shit, do you speak lizard? Do you speak
Me?
lizard folk? Yeah.
I do not.
What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Abyssal, and Celestial.
And celestial, abyssal and celestial. Well, I guess you hear a weird creature go, in like a snaky voice. But then another creature, pretty much in the same tongue but different accents, says something along the lines of "Shagada," and you hear blades being drawn.
Oh, okay. So I will, as many times as I have time for, cast the message cantrip to wake everyone without making a sound.
Okay.
So,
The
I think
thing
there's
is,
something
like,
happening. Hey, I think there's something happening. Hey, I think there's
you can do it 3 times. That's like
Christ.
3 rounds.
sombreros?
No, I guess that if it's 6 seconds each round, that's a long time, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I guess I would just in as hushed a tone as possible. Hey, everybody, be on alert. Like enough to wake everyone up, but it'd probably give away our position at the same time.
All right. Yeah. That'll do. With that, if you guys could roll initiative, because you guys wake up and as you can see in the dying fires, you see shadows creeping around through the tents, and they are not human shadows. Remember to click your token before doing that. But I will add.
Every time.
Oh,
I will add. Turn. That turn. Oh wait, Leoric rolled 20. Neato. Add
I'm
turn.
hot today. Jeez. I'm kind of afraid of the day where I don't roll too good.
10 and oh my god.
Oh, I thought
you
elves
rolled
lasted
terribly.
300 years. They live up to
Uh-huh.
750. So he's probably more like 600.
Uh-huh. I think it's I've got fancy dice on, and I think I need them to not be those ones.
The fuzzy ones.
No, I've got the ones I have to do the voice apparently. I've got the ones that look like potion bottles.
Oh hey, I didn't know that I could also share all the dice that I have. Neato.
Oh.
What's up? What else is there? Trolls. Not tools.
I mean, maybe they're tools.
They are. They might be tools. I mean, no, not that one. Venom, Ice, Dire.
I was right about there being trolls in the troll hills.
Were we by the campfire or did we have a tent?
You had a tent. I was gonna say it's one of those couple of tents next to the campfire, like this one, and this one. Here's a 5-armed troll.
sick.
What?
And I hope you guys got fight music ready, because we're in combat now.
Google up some fight music.
And then I'll move Leoric. Probably he's in this tent. Ooh, I gotta click this guy's token first. And finally, Lord, it takes me forever to get that ready. Okay, first up is Leoric. Since
Neat.
yeah, you got to wake up first.
Okay, can I kind of poke my head out to see if there's anyone around?
Yeah, you poke your head out and you immediately see this lizard folk with a shield made of what looks like to be a turtle's back and this big ass club in one hand. And he goes, "Oh, uh-oh."
Okay. So he notices me too. That's
Yep.
not good. And my friends are still asleep. I'm gonna use. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna take the disengage action and run away.
Okie doke.
So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then I bang on people's tents as I run by, trying to wake everyone up, get people's attention. 30. And that is all
Do you
I'll
scream?
Oh, well, I know that if I scream, I'm going to bring a lot of attention to myself. So I'm still trying to be hushed in the way that I, kind of smack things around, and so the people in these tents, well, the tents to my left and right and in front of me as I come here, will be stirred, hopefully.
All right. Next up is this big ass troll guy. He immediately sees you running towards him, and he goes, "Oh fuck!" Makes his way over towards you, and he gets to make 2 claw attacks.
Oh no!
That first attack is a 9, and that second attack is a 19.
Okay, the second one hits.
You take 9 slashing damage.
Okay, and when I take that damage, I do go kind of out of reflex.
And now everybody's awake.
Yeah.
Professor Gryffindor, you're up.
As I'm meditating in my tent and I all of a sudden start hearing noises outside, I like come out of my trance and I peek through the curtain and I see a troll right in front of my tent. And I close my curtain again. I'm going to quickly throw my robe on and dig through my bag and grab out a piece of cured leather and cast a weave and an incantation, and mage armor starts to appear over my body.
Okay, you got mage armor. Your AC's now what?
16.
16. Cool.
And then I'm going to stay hidden in my tent and I'm going to whisper, "I'm sorry, Leoric."
Okay. If you're gonna stay hidden, No, I think
Do
rogues
I-
only get a bonus action to hide. So
Yeah, it's not necessarily a hide. More like I'm just gonna avoid his line of sight and hope he focuses other people.
okie doke. Ezra, you're up. I just realized there's
Cool.
more
Yeah, I
people already.
definitely run out of the tent, and then do I know which one the guy who hired us is in? Which tent?
I would say the guy who hired us is probably in this tent.
Cool. Yeah, I start assessing the situation, and it doesn't look great, but I see this guy, and I'm gonna start. As soon as I woke up, like I woke up by grabbing a blade out of the air, and I run out, and I'm just gonna throw 2 blades at that lizard folk right there. First one.
A 10 does not hit.
And then the second one.
A 26 fucking hits.
Yeah, that'll do it. I think that's just 7 because I don't, and I'm unless our dude counts it as an ally, but I don't think he's in combat.
He is technically still asleep until the
Yeah.
dagger, or the psychic dagger goes into this thing's head and it screeches out in pain. And then you see a jostle come from the tent, and the dwarven head pops out. Goes, "What the fuck is going on? Oh my god!"
Yeah, I'm
Pops
gonna
his
use
head back in.
a little more movement just to kind of get a little closer.
All right. And then next are the guard drakes. Actually, oh wait, no, this guard drake only rolled 5, so he's going to run up over here and start fucking up this tent.
Sure.
And then you hear a yelp as this commoner dies.
Oh.
And then, Penny, how much? Well, what's your AC? Or not? What's your AC? What's your dexterity?
Do, do, do. My modifier or total?
Total
16.
4.16. Sending. All right. It is your turn.
Okay. So I startle awake and recognizing sounds of combat, I'll flip and go, oh no. And I will expend the charge of my Eldritch Claw tattoo. So that I can reach a target up to 15 feet away, and my melee attacks deal an extra 1d6 of force damage on a hit.
Dope.
Cool.
And then I will see. I'm going to. I'm gonna move to like here. And I'm going to hit that guy.
All right.
So, inky tendrils flow from the tiger tattoos on my fist and probably don't do anything because that's a 12.
A 12 to hit. Does that hit? 15. Nope, it doesn't hit.
No. Nope. And then I will go. Shit. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. No. Wait. Is it a
That
bonus
was
action?
my bonus action.
Okay. All right. Next up are the lizard folk. This guy is going to go up to Ezra, just right up to Ezra, and try to smack him with a heavy club. And that's an 8 to hit. I believe your AC's 15.
17.
17 now.
Ooh,
Coolio.
so much
Uh,
dex.
You
Yeah.
do like a matrix backwards thing, and he swings horizontally at you, barely missing. Well, not barely missing, missing entirely because he like swings and then goes, "What the fuck? You were just there." Next up, this guy is going to completely ignore Henny and smack this person.
Oh no.
For 16, you hear a yelp, but it looks like they're still alive. This lizard folk is then going to come up onto Henny and smack her. He got a 12 to hit.
Misses.
Misses. Cool. And then this lizard folk is going to go up to next to him, roll to hit, and he doesn't. Miss, and another hit, and this commoner is dead.
Oh no.
Next up, you see two trolls. One looks smaller than the other, mainly because this troll down here, who I'm going to mark with a red thing, he's got 2 extra arms
Oh.
that grow out of his shoulders,
Oh.
and he just looks generally beefier.
Beefy troll.
And he, what abilities does he have? Oh, he can make 5 attacks in a single turn. Cool. He looks around, goes in common, "Take their stuff, leave none alive," and then moves over here
Oh, so
to
that one
next to this fire.
understands common. That's good to know.
And he's going to throw rocks at Ezra and Henny.
Does a rock count as a missile?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, no way.
That's good.
He rolled a 9 for the first one and a 23 on the second one.
23 for me?
Yes.
Okay, I will use my reaction to deflect missile.
Okay.
You need to know what the damage is.
Oh, you would take 8 slashing damage. Or not 8 slashing damage, 8 bludgeoning damage.
So that's 2 plus 10. So that's 10, and I
10?
reduce it to 0, which means that I can spend a key point to throw it back.
Okay, cool. This rock is about, like, the size of a small chest. So you just
Ooh.
put your hand out and catch it easily. And I'm gonna say you do, like, this jump and spin and throw it back. So, I believe you do your darts to hit thing, and then...
Yeah, I have a missiles attack.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that's 25.
Ooh.
That hits.
Oh, okay.
And that does 8 damage, and then I need to look at my Eldritch Claw, because I think it's only melee hits.
So you got it up right here. Yeah, your melee attacks deal an extra
Yeah,
1d6
only
force
melee
damage.
attacks.
Yeah, he'll just... A rock comes into his face as he's trying to pick up another one. It splits and just turns into this rocky powder. He goes, "Oh, where the fuck did that come from?" And then he's gonna throw 2 rocks at Ezra. A 9 doesn't hit. A 26 does.
Yep.
Ezra, you take 12 bludgeoning damage.
I will use my reaction to uncanny dodge that down to a 6.
Okie doke. Yeah, cool.
Have you guys got some cool stuff?
Rogues and monks, man, they're holy fuck.
When Henny catches the rock and tosses it back. The juggling's paying off! It's all coming together! Very excited as we're like dodging out of the way of more rocks.
You handle stressful situations quite jubilee.
It's the same kind of anxiety I got on stage.
Oh. You perform better when your life is in danger, I see.
I wink at you on that one.
I'm in a tent. I'm just talking to you through the cloth. I can hear you out there. You sound really happy. I'm terrified.
All right, and next are the commoners' turns. You see your employer actually pops out of his tent, holding a spear and wearing what looks like to be a breastplate.
Oh.
And he takes a whack at this one. And he misses for his first attack. And he misses for his second attack. He goes, yeah, yeah, and then just doesn't hit. The lizard folk keeps his shield up. This one that got stabbed is going to jump the lizard folk with a dagger. Oh, and he fucking crits. Holy shit.
Oh, okay.
Does 13 piercing damage. Holy
Take
shit.
him down, commoner.
And then this other commoner yells something, in common, "Fuck you, lizard fuck!" And then gets behind him and stabs him in the neck with another 19 to hit. He does another 5 slashing damage.
Damn.
Or piercing damage.
Why are these commoners strong as hell?
Caravan's hardcore, yeah.
Okay.
This guy's gonna. These 3 guys are just going to crowd this lizard folk and completely beat the shit out of him. You don't mess with Baldarians. They deal with this shit all day. That's as far as that guy can go. And then these 2 or these 3, I guess, are all going to try to stab the troll. And
Stay strapped,
One-
Baldarians.
2 miss, 1 crits again,
Oh!
Okay.
and he does a 16 fucking piercing damage to the troll. Although he doesn't have a magical weapon, so he does 8 piercing damage to the troll. And is anyone else going to? They're gonna try to beat the shit out of that guy. And only 2 hit for a total of 12 damage. Those 4 are gonna try to kill that guy. Oh. Another. I'm rolling crits like crazy today. Maybe I shouldn't play as a. These 4 people over here, they completely kill this lizard folk.
Oh, snap. First blood from the
They're
common.
just like, they pull out these clubs and spears and swords, and then they just crowd around him. He goes, "Wait, hold on, there's too many of you," and then they just start beating the shit out of him.
Maybe they should be the adventurers.
Next up is Leoric.
All right, troll just hit me, so I'll hiss back with a dissonant whispers.
Ooh, what does he got to do?
It is a wisdom saving throw.
He's got a -1 to wisdom, and he rolled a 7.
Good. Okay. So he will take 10 damage and use his reaction to move as far away as he can from me.
Okay. I'm guessing it's just his total movement. So he gets all the way up there. He even smashes through someone's tent. Goes, fuck that guy. These three commoners that hit him are going to try to hit him again. They all have you see one has a shield and a longsword, but no armor. One has a spear and then one has a dagger. The one with the longsword hits. He does 7 slashing damage. The other two don't.
Okay.
Next up is this troll. Is he frightened of you?
Can I do a little bit more?
Yeah.
Neat. He is not frightened of me. But I'm going to move down closer to Ezra with 10 feet of my movement. See this crazy guy. Be like, that's a nope. I'm going to say, good luck, Ezra. That's as close as to a bardic inspiration as you're going to get. And I'm going to move back this way for my movement speed. So my bonus action was to give you that bardic inspiration. And you have a D8 to roll.
Use this as you are bardically inspired.
You've been bardically inspired. And that's where I'll end my turn.
Okay. All right. Next up is the troll you dissonant whispered. He's gonna stop mid stride. Go. The fuck am I doing? Turn around and then head down this way, and then let's park himself at the exact same spot he was. Go. Where'd magic guy go? And then swipe at one of these commoners. He got a 8 for the commoner with the shield, so he doesn't hit him. But he got a 20 for the commoner with the spear. You just see these long claws at the end of his arm, at the end of his fingers, and he just stabs them into the commoner, lifts him up into the air, and then bite his head off.
Oh.
He then throws the corpse to the side.
Okay.
Professor Gryffindor?
I'm gonna notice more and more shadows auspiciously surrounding my tent walls through the firelight, and I'm gonna go, okay, 1, 2, 3, and I sprint out of the tent. 1, and I see that troll, and I'm gonna try to, and I see the lizard people on the right, and I'm gonna try to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm gonna, as I'm running past him, right when I'm here, I think, I'm gonna reach into my pouch and pull out some bat guano and go, I don't know if you like fire, and I throw a big fireball right here.
You can't mold the fireball, can you?
No, I can't. I don't care. I'm not even looking. I'm just running, and I just... Ah!
Cool, you're just throwing a fireball. Cool.
Fireball!
Oh.
Right here.
I'm gonna try to hit both trolls with it.
Let me see something. You are in this blast.
No.
So is Ezra, this lizard folk.
Would I be able to cast it from here?
Yeah.
Because that would put me outside the blast, right?
You can still see around.
Okay, because I'm ultimately going to land here, so somewhere along this path where it's safe for me to do so, I'm going to blast him.
Alright, you're no longer in the... Ezra's still in the... What level are you, Ezra?
5?
Yeah, you don't have evasion, so this is probably going to hurt.
I take out some back guano and smear it on my cheeks and then chuck a fireball over him like a lob style in tennis, and it falls down and explodes right there.
Oh boy.
Okay.
It's a dex saving throw, right?
Yeah, it is a dex saving throw, which the trolls are going to make.
Hey.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Very nice. The regular troll rolled a 12. The four-armed troll rolled a 20. And the commoners...
Oh,
One,
the cop.
two.
Oh,
3, 4, 5. I think. Oh god. Even... You know what? Now that I see the damage, even if they rolled well, they're dead.
oh.
So...
Easy come, easy go.
this guy takes 32 damage. Holy fuck. 32 fire damage. Dead.
Yeah, you rolled good
Dead.
on damage.
Dead. Ezra, you take half of 32, which is
16?
16 fire damage. And this guy also takes 16 fire damage.
Professor, you're way
And
You just got a crazy look in my eyes.
and where's my smoke and fire thing? There it is.
Yay.
He sets a flame to his tent. All right.
Okay.
Next up is Ezra.
Yep.
Ow! I'm going to kind of like recover a bit from being lit aflame, pat myself out a little bit before looking at the lizard in front of me and manifesting another blade in my hand. I'm gonna take this out on you. And that's a 24.
That 24 hits, and you do get sneak attack damage since you have an ally next to him.
Yeah. So that'll be
Oh,
20 total.
nice.
20 damage total. Is this one of your spectral blades?
Yeah.
So you summon a spectral blade and shove it into like the top of the head, and you see it dissipate as you let go, and his eyes roll back in his head, and blood comes out of his nose, and he drops to the ground. He's very dead.
I look at the guy who hired us and go, maybe leave this to the professionals. And wink, turn around to the forearm guy, and hey, forearms! And I pretend to throw a ball at him with my bonus action. I'm gonna telekinetic shove him into the bonfire.
Oh, okay.
That's great.
Well, what
DC 15 strength check, I think, to not get pushed.
DC 15 strength check. Okay. He rolled a 2.
Yeah, he's just pushed back 5 feet into the flame.
All right, and with that, I will say he takes. How about 3d10? He takes 17 fire damage.
Woo!
Well, we have a strat that works now.
He goes, ah! He's trying to pat himself down, even with the fire
All
from
of
the
his
fireball.
arms.
It doesn't help. Next up is the guard Drake. After seeing the fireball, he's gonna go, oh, I should probably deal with that. Why can't I? Oh, I fucked something up with my.
Is your token on the GM layer?
Yeah. No.
Oh no, it's not on the GM layer. The map layer.
He's gonna move up to Professor Gryffindor.
Oh, hell, you're not an ally.
No, he is not. He's going to take the bite attack for 12.
I raise my arm and he bites onto this magical essence kind of emanating over my body.
And then while he's still latched onto you, he's going to swipe you with his tail for an 8. Never mind. His tail goes up for your face, and there's this magical helmet that suddenly appears, and blink.
Come on, I'm a feeble old man! Stop trying to hit me and hit me!
Penny, you're up.
I love this guy.
There we go. I am going to maybe. I'm gonna punch the guy right in front of me.
Okay.
Mm.
No, I'm not. This is like my third natural one tonight.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Leoric stealing all the luck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm gonna punch him again. I'm gonna punch him again.
okay.
I'm very embarrassed. I'm still very embarrassed.
Oh no.
All right, he's hiding behind his shield like a fucking coward as you punch your fists into it.
You can't even put this dice in dice jail.
I know. That's my turn.
Okay. And next up are the lizard folk. This guy's dead, actually.
Oh, yay!
Professor Gryffindor is a psychopath when
Uh,
pushed against the edge of death.
Any other lizard folk? Oh, this guy is going to run down to his boss and go, "Holy shit, boss! You got torched! Here!" And he throws something at him.
Oh no!
You hear glass break and a weird red juice appear on this
No.
troll's body,
No.
and he gains. Oh, great! 5 HP back.
So much.
And then, any other? Oh yeah, this guy. This guy's gonna have to try to deal with the problem he's got in front of him, which is all these fucking commoners who are surprisingly good at heating things, and surprisingly good at not getting hit by things. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's a 10 and that's a 5. I guess the dice are on your guys' side today. Next up is the 4-armed troll, and he does not like being set on fire. He steps out of the flame, and he's going to make a quick intelligence check. He's not that smart, though. He's not that smart. He goes, "You," and points at you, Gryffindor. "You pushed me into the fire."
Me? I did no such thing. I lit you on fire. There's a difference.
Oh,
I mean,
my bad. You
I
lit
mean,
me on fire. But,
I mean, that wasn't me.
I'm still gonna hit you.
Not the face.
3 attacks on you. Oh my god. What? Why do they all say 7? Oh, that's the damage. I'm rolling damage, not.
7. Miss.
Very spry for an old man.
Okay. 16 for the first one.
I will, as he raises his club and swings it down, I raise a shield over my head and it bounces off the shield.
That's the highest he rolled for those first 3 attacks, and he's going to use his last 2 on you. And the highest he rolled is an 18, so you just see this 4-armed troll just smashing down on fucking Hivacious Gryffindor's shield, and he's just sitting there holding it up. You see he's pushed into the ground a little bit, too, with every smash.
Come on, is this all y'all got? You hit like children?
Wait, what is this DC? What is this AC?
My,
With shield, I think it's like 22.
it's 21.
Yeah.
Vivacious the wizard tank?
Uh-huh.
What kind of wizard are you?
I'm an abjuration wizard.
Abjuration, yeah.
Cool. Next up is Leoric.
Neat. I'm trying to bide my time just a little bit, but let's see. From my line of sight, I can see at least 2 of my friends, almost like a third. I'm actually just going to step in just a little bit, see if I can see all 3 of you.
I will say this smaller tent, that's probably like waist high, most.
Yeah. So even if I just take 5 steps in, I can see all 3 of you, and then I'm going to cast Bless on all three of you.
Maybe I'll hit something.
So you still have the Bardic Inspiration, Ezra, and on top of that, each of you will have the Bless spell cast upon you. Thanks.
Tag blessed.
And then I'll kind of shoot Henny a thumbs up and say, "You got this!" And that is your Bardic Inspiration as my bonus action. So now Ezra and Henny have stacked Bless Bardic Inspiration. So that's a D4 and a D8 whenever you want to do that. And then I'm going to use the rest of my space to run this way. And I'm going to chill. I'm going to survey.
Okay. Next up is the regular troll. After seeing all these people die, he's going to move this way, completely destroying
Oh my gosh.
2 tents, which I'm going to get rid of the dynamic lighting for them. And this one, because it's on fire now, and just a pile of like ash and flames. And he is going to he's gonna pick up the corpse of the lizard man and just use it to beat you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's a 14 for the first one,
Nope.
and a 12 for the second.
Nope.
So you're actually able to do like some sort of spinning dodge as he swings this motherfucker below you and then swings it above you before you land back on the ground. And next up is Professor Gryffindor.
While these two are wailing on my shield, I'll have casted it, and then once they finish beating on it, I'll go back to my bat guano and go, "Here's another one!" I throw another one like right here.
Right here?
I'm gonna try to get it to where it hits the trolls, but not Ezra if I can. Where would it need to go for that to happen? 20. I mean, if I hit Ezra, oh well, but like.
You may kill Ezra. Here I am trying to convince him to not be a bad guy, but then he's like, "Hey, I want to be a bad guy anyway."
So this is 20 feet. 20 feet. So if I put it right there, it should work, I think.
It still hits.
Does that still do it? Oh well, sorry, Ezra.
It's the cost of war.
Okay,
Fireball!
if that's where you want it. Ezra, make me a dex save, I guess.
I'm gonna add Bardic Inspiration and Bless to this. So here's the Bless, so that bumps it up to an 11. And then Bardic Inspiration is D8, right?
Yep.
D8, that's
5, 16, we pass!
Okay, cool. You take half damage, which is half of 29. I can tell you that if this troll were to roll even well, he would still die. So, because half of 29 is his full health. So you see this troll just catch on fire and go, and fall to the ground, burning to death. This troll, on the other hand, the four-armed troll, also rolled a 16. And then this lizard folk, he rolls a 19. Damn, holy shit. What's half of 29?
I believe that's 14. I'll use my reaction to half it again to 7. So I should have 4. I'm still up.
Oh shit, Ezra, I'm sorry.
I'll say, well, I used like the troll as kind of cover for a second to dodge out of the way, and I kind of got crushed by it. I'm like crawling out, like burned. Can we not with the fireballs?
Okay. You also used your bardic inspiration, so you don't get that anymore. Ezra, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm like coughing soot out of my mouth and wiping troll blood off my face as I like just grab another knife out of the air. Try to dodge this, Professor! And I'm hucking it at the troll, but it's on the side towards the Professor. Hold on. Let's see. That's a 20.
20 hits. Professor, you see this purple dagger, or what color is your?
I've just been imagining that I manifest actual, like, it looks like a dagger, but if anything, it would shine like kind of bluish, like white blue.
All right, you see this. I imagine like as it flies through the air, spitting, it just leaves this trail of blue. This dagger flies at you, directly at you, like it's aiming for your head. But last second before it hits you, it curves and hits the troll.
As I know, I'm sorry.
And that is 15 psychic damage.
Minus 15.
This troll boy's tanky.
A little bit. And then I'll hit him with a... Go for another. That's a 19 for
That
the
also
second
hits.
knife. And then that'll be... No
7.
sneak attacks, so just 7.
7 psychic damage. He rips his head and screams out as your knives go into him, leaving no physical wounds, but seems to be still causing the damage. You see a little blood trickle out of his nose. After that, any bonus actions, Ezra? You want to...
Bonus action was to throw the second knife, but I will get a little closer towards this other lizard folk and get in between the troll and our dude.
Okay. Next up is the guard drake, and he is going to dance around you,
Hey, where are you going? I'm right here.
door, and he is definitely going to tail whip and then bite you. Oh, first attack is a 19.
Shield.
Second attack is an 18, so that's not going to hit either. So it's just bashing against your shield. I believe it's 21 till the beginning of your next turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Next up is Henny.
Okay, I'm going to use my eldritch tentacles, and I'm going to try and punch, finally, the four-armed troll.
Okay.
19.
19 hits. You see, like, I imagine instead of like large tentacles, your extended attacks look like giant, stretched out tiger paws that scratch out up against the opponent for a total of 15.
For 15.
So your damage is enough to end him. You just kind of like bring up a uppercut, and this claw comes out of your arm and smashes it upwards through his chest into his jaw, and then brings the head off with it. It falls on its knees and then falls backwards into the fire as it dies.
Gross. And then I will spend a key point, so I can do flurry of blows. And I'm going to use my first hit on the guard drake.
Okay.
So the first one is 21 to hit.
21 hits.
For a total of... Let's see. It will be up there. So for a total of 12 damage.
Okay. He's still up. This guard drake looked pretty fresh when he started attacking Gryffindor.
Okay, I'll hit him again.
All right. Their dice spin. Oh God. That's a natural 20.
Oh.
So
You've
you
done
do 10 damage. Plus, roll another d6. Ten damage plus another 2 more d6, which is a 5. You do 15 total damage in a single strike. And we're level 5. You guys are level 5, right?
Apparently.
Yeah, Annie, you should have extra attack. When you take the attack action, you get 2 attacks.
You are correct.
All right, you get 1 more attack if you want to make it.
I had him a third time.
Gracious DM is gracious.
14.
Does a
Hold
14
on, I'll
hit?
use my blast.
A 14 is AC.
Oh,
Ooh.
just to be double safe.
And with that, it's a 12 damage. He's still up, but barely. You just rack this guard Drake with fucking attack after attack after attack.
Jesus.
And he's just sitting there like, I didn't hear no bell.
I go like this, and the tiger claws go with them.
Okay.
That's so offensive.
Next up are the lizard folk, and this lizard folk next to Henny sees his boss just burst into flame and goes, "Fuck! Boss is dead! Retreat! Everybody get out of here!" He's gonna take the disengage action and then walk as far as he can, and he pretty much gets outside the map. This guy is also going to take the disengage action. Any other lizard folk? Oh, this guy is going to disengage. And I'm just going to say the guard Drake. It's a little fucked up, but he's probably going to try to kill you as much as he can. Next up is Leoric.
8. So I see all of them running away after not 1 but 2 explosions of fire in front of me. Recognizing that both of the trolls have gone down in short order, not too long afterwards, and I will, at this range, cast final dissonant whispers at 2nd level. Mr. Drake friend here.
At the guard Drake. All right.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to roll things.
I think so.
Wisdom save. You rolled a 9.
Okay. So it would be 9 damage.
Okay, and with that, that is the rest of his HP.
Oh.
Minus a couple more. With that, the Drake shakes its head, but still tries to stay alive, and then plops down on the ground.
What did you do to him? That was a lot less loud and flashy than the things I do.
I find yours a lot more entertaining, and I use my bonus action to try to use one of a healing word on whatever downed commoner I can see in my range.
They're all dead.
These
They're all
kind of
just dead.
these 3 over here are all just piles of ash.
Mhm,
You could
mhm.
probably get this one back up.
Okay.
There's one way over here that you've noticed he's still making death saves.
Okay. So I would do the same thing next round if we had it. If we were still in initiative. Let's just continue to dole out healing words.
And you're able to save this one up here, but the ones caught in the fireball,
They're gone
they're gone.
forever. Okay. I'll burn all those slots.
Fireballs.
You gotta be more stingy with those.
Well, it's funny because you've told me to be more liberal with them in the past.
I know, but I wasn't expecting you to fire one off in the middle of a crowd with both mixed allies and enemies. Should have yelled "Danger close" first.
I'm a professor, not a soldier. I don't know these things. I see enemies and I blast.
Yeah.
That's
Also-
very dragon-like of him, to be fair.
Also, they're Baldurians. Fucking fuck 'em.
But with that eerie quiet, aside from the roaring flames of the many tents that you let on fire, falls upon the camp. People seem to be too tired to really care about what happened, but Professor, you kind of lost your tent.
Whoops.
You see your guy, Lai, he is going to be like, all right, we need to set up watch. I'll be the first to set up, and he's going to actually put his hand on you, Ezra, and you get 15 HP back. As he uses lay on hands.
Y'all have missing HP?
You notice as I'm like dusting myself off, my cloak has once again changed, and it kind of looks like a caricature of the professor's current face, with like an "I am stupid" written next to it. And I just kind of like brush it for a second while making eye contact with you, and then it disappears. You're not sure if it was really there to begin with.
All right.
Must be seeing things.
Contention amongst the party. I love it.
Your hair
You
is
guys-
kind of singed a little bit, Ezra.
I look really worried for a second and start patting it. Oh, thank you. I'm good.
That's what we're doing so close to my fireball. That's really dangerous, don't you know?
I need to be more careful. Clearly.
Yeah, you know what they say, positioning. It's important.
Positioning.
Which position?
You know, follow my lead. Just front line.
I thought it was spacing.
Yeah, you all were a bit grouped together. It would have been really unfortunate for you if you were all closer to the troll.
You know,
Uh,
I'm not a wizard, but I do think you probably have spells that don't incinerate people we're supposed to be protecting, right?
Well, yes, but they would be far less effective in eliminating the enemy.
I also think we're only supposed to be protecting that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and think about it. If he didn't do that, I mean, there could have been much more casualties if he didn't do that. It seems like a fair trade to me.
Finally, a reasonable man.
I'm
I like this guy.
suspicious.
Look, you're fine, aren't you? Trolls are dead. We lost a few expendables, but we're all still here, and our employer is still alive.
Unessential workers.
okay.
Well, they were essential. They needed to. Their job was to be fodder. Without them, we wouldn't have fodder.
I'm only calling you Griff from now on.
You hear, Henny? You hear? I'm gonna expend a telekinesis thing and talk to Henny. We can talk about his morals and work things out ethically later. I really need to sleep right now. I'm in pain.
The most important thing is that I'm alive. Let's go to bed.
Quentin, didn't I tell you not to make an evil character?
I'm not evil. I'm just extremely selfish.
You just did to me for shit.
We're all still alive. We're fine.
We're all still alive. We're fine. Anyway, you guys get some well-deserved sleep. You guys can hit the long rest button on your character sheets if you want. Get all your spell slots back, though. You do lose about half, or not half of the day, but like a little bit into the day, before being able to travel. Can someone roll me a d20, real quick to see what happens for today?
Who hasn't done it yet?
I think we all gone once. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll go. Or yeah, you go.
That's a 7. Today's thing that happens. Interesting. All right. You guys. Oh wait, no, that's a 7 for the d20. That nothing happens today, but you are able to make it through the troll claws. About right there, before you have to stop for the night. Just outside the troll claws, you do hear weird screeching and whooping coming from the hillsides of the troll claws, almost like trolls are calling out to one another. It could be a troll mating ritual.
If I use 10 minutes to ritual cast comprehend languages, would I be able to glean some meaning from their whooping?
Sure. Yeah, you could. As you're setting down for the day, you're like, I'm a little bit curious. You open your book, you read it, you get the 10 minutes, and now all you could hear is "fuck me." Somebody fuck me.
I canceled my own spell. Close the book.
Did you find out what they were saying?
Yeah, just like, how's mom? Been
Oh,
well.
that's sweet.
Yeah, they're just real cordial.
Right. It's almost song-esque, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you blushing?
Well, if my disguise wasn't so good, you might be able to. Embarrassed, but I'm just, between the unibrow and the scar, it's.
It's very interesting you say that. I don't think trolls have strong familial ties.
Hey, you're the dragon guy, not the troll guy, all right?
Well, I may be the dragon guy, but are all of you familiar that when trolls take fire damage, they can't regenerate health?
Oh, I didn't know that. That's good information.
They regenerate health?
At the start of their turns, in character, at the start of their turns, they regenerate health every turn if you don't hit them with fire, which is totally not the reason why I fireballed them. Anyway.
Don't you know the fire bolt spell?
No, I have ice and lightning in my cantrips, ma'am. Actually, fireball is the only fire spell I have in my arsenal. At the moment.
Okay.
All right. You guys, as you guys are setting down for the night, can somebody give me a perception check? Or everybody give me a perception check. Not somebody, everybody.
Everybody in the club getting perception checks.
Even with a +6, that's an 8.
8, 18, 13, 17. All right, Leoric, as you're like setting up your bed in your tent and you pop your head out, you come face to face with this massive golden stag.
Oh.
It like pops its head up as it notices you from like eating, and then looks around and jumps into the bushes.
Oh, I don't have anything that lets me talk to animals, but I want to like pop up and like go see what it's doing.
All right, yeah, you go chase after it. Can you give me a you run out into the forest? Give me a quick survival check.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Holy fuck! It's easy enough to follow. It seems to be leaving a trail away from the. You go about 1,000 feet away from the camp before you stop at like this small glade with a beautiful pool that reflects the starlight and moons. I think Faerun has 3 moons in the sky, and you see the young elk or the young stag kind of just circle around the pool a couple of times before almost pointing its head downwards towards it as if off telling you to look into it.
Okay, I like try to be very casual and nonchalant. I pull my water skin out of my whole bag of holding and like go to like fill it with the water, and I like gaze into the water as I do so.
All right, as you do so, you can see your reflection almost perfectly, but then your own reflection kind of just nods at you and turns to walk away, and then vanishes a second later, and you see something sparkle almost in the muck of this pool.
Bro, first of all, I'm like a little creeped out that I just saw what I saw. I mean, it didn't seem menacing in any way.
No menacing, and the stag seems to be just hanging out next to you.
I like screw the top onto the what's it called?
The water
Water
skin.
bladder. Yeah, the water skin, and I guess like kind of reach my hand into the water to see if I can get at whatever is shiny down there.
All right. You pull out like this chained this gold chain with this weird amulet at the end. It's got 2 hands cupping a sun by the looks of it. And
Oh.
you look around it, and it's beautiful, beautiful make, and at first doesn't seem magical. And you look around, and you see the stag is gone.
Breathe a sigh of relief, knowing that nothing awful just happened. I was kind of prepared to run for the hills if it did. But I have no way of telling exactly what this is, knowing that it's real nice, and I like slide it into the bag of holding with my newfound spring water, and
All right.
return to the rest of the group.
All right, cool. You got an amulet of some sort. Until you possibly attune to it, you probably won't know what it is.
Nice. I will make note of the amulet and hear it appraised later.
Yeah, another night goes by, and then you guys, another day in the morning as you guys are picking up. Have I done any of the? Nope, that happens later. Cool. Can somebody give me another D20?
I'll do it.
14. Nothing happens, but you are able to make it to Dragonspear.
Nice.
This city seems to be atop a hill, and it looks like a castle looking over the rest of a ransacked city. The best way I could describe it is whatever the city that Rohan has in Lord of the Rings, like that castle with the wooden palisade around it, and that looks looks the rest of the town. Not as big as the other cities like Baldur's Gate, or Elturel, but it's a pretty big town. You're able to comfortably find some place to sleep, as roadside inns are abundant around this area. And you can easily
I'm going to eat my weight in pie.
all right, easily eat your weight in pie, just ordering pies from the innkeeper. But you guys can also pick up other items if you want, like uncommon magical items. As you can see, a shop that just sells just the uncommon and common stuff, or any armors or materials that you guys need for other stuff, like let's say components for spells.
At such a place, would I be able to get the amulet appraised?
Yes. You see this old gnome guy. He's got like it's almost like he's got no teeth, but his lower chin is overtaking the rest of his mouth. He's got one eye that seems to be affixed to this weird jewel appraisal thing, and bald but hair coming out of his ears and that weird side thing. And he's got what do you call those weird old people marks? I don't remember what they're called.
Like a liver spot?
Liver spots. He's got liver spots all over it. He's like, oh, a customer. He takes the amulet and just kind of adjusts the thing in his eyes. He goes, holy fuck! This is an amulet of health.
What's that mean?
In not world speak, it makes you very in world speak, it makes you very healthy. In like meta speak, it increases your constitution to 19.
Neat. I could probably use that.
Yeah, I am. I mean, I'll buy it from you, but if you want it,
Well, what do I owe you for the appraisal?
for the appraisal, I'll take 10 silver.
Okay.
If you want to sell it to me, I'll give you 10,000 gold for it.
How about I just give you 1 gold for the appraisal? I don't really have change on me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, thank you.
He'll take the gold. He's not really a greedy guy. He's like, that's the greatest piece of machinery or piece that I've ever seen. Usually I'm selling stuff like fucking cloaks of protection and shit like that.
Neat. And I put on this amulet doodle.
All right, you got an amulet of health.
Nice.
I actually did have a question. Is there any chance you would have a tattoo of a masquerade tattoo in your shop?
Masquerade tattoo. Yeah, I think I got it. I mean, I got just like a basic one. I got a common one that'll like cover a quarter of your arm, like your shoulder or a hand or a foot. I got one that'll cover the entire half of your limb, like a sleeve, or the.
I think
half
just
your
the
foot.
common one should do for me.
Right. All right. Here you go. That'll be let's say for the common, 100 gold.
Yeah, I scrunge up what's in my pockets and hand it over. Then I touch it to my cheek and just a little tiny blue snow flake appears on my cheek. I smile. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, that's neat. Cool. Any else want some? No?
I would like
Oh.
to. Do you have any alchemical components?
I got an alchemy kit.
I have an alchemy kit, but do you have like any recipes perhaps?
I got this thing called, I got this book, or not book, I got a few pages. I got something called Alchemist's Fire.
Oh.
You take a bunch of the stuff, mix it together. You gotta be careful though, because once you mix it together, it becomes extremely volatile. Like I'm talking, you look at this thing and it may explode. Anyway, so Alchemist's Fire. What it'll do is you put it in a vial and you throw it. And when you throw it, it explodes and puts everything on fire.
Okay. Okay. Do you know what stuff I put together to make it explode?
Oh yeah. You need like a few red dragon scales, a gem, not a gem, a plant called Flamesbane. It's weird like orange plant. Usually grows along. I don't know, badlands and volcanous areas.
Okay.
But
Do you sell any in that?
I sell all sorts of things, and I don't have dragon scales, but I got the plant. If you want some of that, I'll just give you like a whole bushel for 5 gold.
Okay.
All right. You get a bushel of what did I call it? Flamesbane. A bushel of Flamesbane
Flamesbane.
may give you up to 5 flasks of Alchemist's Fire if mixed with at least one dragon scale or a red dragon scale.
Mm.
Which were any of those draconians red? I don't think they were. Yeah.
Okay.
It's fire in a bottle.
It's literally. Oh, and also the recipe. I'll sell it to you for 5 gold.
7 gold for all of it.
All right, that's cool. That's cool with me. I'm not really here to barter. I make a lot of money in a day. You'll
I
take
bet
the
that's
gold,
true.
put it away.
It's a fat cat.
I mean, when you got so many people coming in and out, like the Dragon Spear is a great place to set up camp. Like
Mm.
the
There we
business.
When it's not
Especially-
being torn in half by 2 warring nations.
Oh yeah, I mean Baldur's Gate and fucking Neverwinter or Water's Deep, whoever the fuck is to the north. They haven't fought each other in years, and I'm hoping it to stay that way.
God bless.
Yeah. Anything else I could get for you? No. All right. Cool. Get the
I'm
fuck
just
out of my
gonna
store.
assume that every morning I wake up and cast Mage Armor because I'm gonna forget to mention that every day you say a day passes.
Yeah. All right. That's a good point. Just like keep one level 1 spell.
Yeah, I just
slot
got one just perma locked.
perma-locked. And with that, I actually think it's time to end the session because you guys got Dragon Spear, and I haven't really prepared for anything else besides that.
For Daggerford.
Neat.
Yeah, there's supposed to be something that happens when you get to Daggerford, and I don't have the tokens or things set up for that. So
Mmm.
Nice.
good game.
GG's.
Yeah.
Thanks for DMing.
I think that the coastway took you guys a week.
Lovely.
You gotta go to the
That's
guy and
pretty
be like,
good.
hand me the money.
Hand me the money.
Hell, hand me what I'm owed.
I'm gonna double check to make sure if you guys don't level, or if you guys level up if you reach Dragon Spear, but I don't think you do.
Trade way.
More is yet to come. So next Tuesday is what?
It's the 28th.
28.
29th. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Okay.
28th. Yeah, I can do a game next Tuesday. Should be clear. And
Yeah.
then I guess we'll see. We'll see you guys on next Tuesday, 7 o'clock this time. So we'll try that.
Okay.
Awesome.
Works for me.
All right, and see you guys then.
Great playing, everyone.
Thank you. Thanks, Dan.
Good
are
night,
right, Rob.
everybody.
Night.
Good night.
Night.
Bye.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Enjoy your Christmases.
Yeah.
Yes.